Hey everyone, Problem Solved is back in New Orleans for the IISE Annual Conference and Expo 2023, where we're also celebrating 75 years of the Institute. Our own roving reporter Frank Reddy is wandering the corridors of the Hyatt Regency New Orleans to catch up with some of our attendees and presenters. Catch his latest podcast break here and stick around to learn more about our sponsor, Columbia University's Master of Science in Construction Administration.
Hi, I'm Joslin, and I'm from the University of Arkansas. Our project dealt with Infinity Labs, which is a defense contracting firm based out of Dayton, Ohio. Their primary goal was for us to evaluate and automate their current staffing process. It's very manual and time-consuming as they are a startup company. So we were primarily working with the program managers to kind of figure out a way to make it not so manual and not so time-consuming. So we determined that we needed to make a decision support tool in parallel with an optimization model. Our decision support tool lets them upload all of the data, lock employees to their current assignments so that they minimize the employee swaps. We run our optimization model using a free solver in Ample, and then translate the output from Ample back into our Excel-based VBA tool. Then it flags any coverage cliffs, which is when an employee is below 50% utilization. That's bad for business, that signifies that there's time that the employee could spend that they're not being paid for, basically. And then after that, they can manually override any of our assignments that were made until they're kind of satisfied with the overall assignments. That keeps the human in the loop, which was a main goal for them. Our optimization model, our objective is to minimize the employee utilization variability. Previously, they had around 115% variability, so that's not ideal.
Right.
And so our model has 9 parameters and 16 constraints. Most of those constraints deal with eligibility requirements, recommended hours, or budget constraints. And then we have the output, which is a 3-month forecasted assignments. If a contract is highlighted in yellow on that assignment, it means that it's about to expire, and red means that it has expired and that the employee will need to be reallocated to a new assignment. We also analyze the budgets. So if it's red, that means that the contract has gone over budget and they need to reevaluate the assignments there. We also have employee utilization output, so that kind of puts together all of the employees' utilization over all projects. If it's red, we have some conditional formatting. So if it's red, it's coverage cliff, and they need to reevaluate for that assignment or that employee. We did get to implement our project, so we did some tests after the fact. We balanced all employees at 99% utilization, which was a 17.3% improvement from what they previously had before our tool. We also saved 5.9 hours per week. That was in comparison to the 10.4 hours a week previously, so that's 56.7% improvement. And then we also increased stakeholder satisfaction with the staffing process by 43.3%. So we improved all of our metrics of success, and I think we had a pretty positive impact on Infinity Labs.
What did you enjoy the most about doing this project?
I think it was really cool to learn about a startup company. A lot of times, or Capstone, at least in our area, it's a lot of companies that are, pretty set in their ways, or they have developed systems that they didn't necessarily have. So it kind of gave us the freedom to be really creative with our solution, which I think that we've done. And it's also cool that we got to implement it and see how well our tool was used in their environment and how useful it is. And they do still use it today. So, I think that was probably the most interesting.
I bet that was great seeing it in action.
Yeah, they were really pleased with it, so we're glad that we were able to make an impact.
Well, thank you for taking a couple minutes for me.
Yeah, thank you.
Cities and towns are experiencing an unprecedented level of transformation. The New York metro area alone is currently constructing some of the largest and most advanced commercial, housing, and infrastructure projects in the nation. So there has never been a greater need or opportunity for leaders in the field of construction management. Columbia's Master of Science in Construction Administration program prepares graduates for a variety of careers at the forefront of construction and project leadership. Graduates develop rewarding careers with some of the world's most respected architecture, engineering, and construction firms, entrusted with delivering some of the most impactful projects of our time. Learn more about this and Columbia's School of Professional Studies at sps.columbia.edu.